And sometimes that may just mean just being in self-care, giving myself a facial, doing a foot detox, giving myself a lymphatic massage, doing something for me that's just for me, away from everybody else. No, I don't need to post it because it's for me. If I need to post what I'm doing for myself, then that means I'm looking for validation. Okay, facelift so I can go forward. Okay, what will you do? What are you afraid of losing? Is it once you see that imperialism and colonialism has played everybody, you won't know what to do unless each one of us is fighting or fighting to be seen, or you think you got to fight me to get what you need because you see somebody leveling up and you want to fight them because you think you got to fight because that's the only thing you ever know because you have been placed in a barrel and you have turned into crabs in a barrel and crabs are not supposed to be in a barrel. Crabs are supposed to be in water, in the ocean, freely moving around. When you put crabs in a barrel, of course they're fighting to not let anybody get out. Because if I can't get out, you can't get out. And that is not our original thing. That's what colonialism and imperialism has done. They have put us all in the same boat. And then we're fighting over who had the most trauma. No, I got the most trauma. No, I got the most trauma. So it's like, Black people and Africans, no, I got the most trauma. Then Native Americans and Hawaiians and Alaskans, no, I got the most trauma. Everybody trying to say they got the most trauma. And then you go over and then you got your Asian. No, I got the most trauma. No, I got the most trauma. My light went out, but I'm gonna keep going, okay? No, I got the most trauma. No, I got the most trauma. And just keep going and just keep going. But the truth of the matter is, all of us got the same trauma. And then you got the Caucasian. No, I got the most trauma. Then I think about it. Black people and y'all kind of neck and neck because you was lied to your whole life. And once you realize that you ain't who you think you are, some of y'all might snap for real. And that might be a whole nother situation. You might have a whole nother capital run in, but it ain't gonna be how it was ran before. Okay. Because what you don't do is lie to them and tell them something and they find out the truth. Hush your fuss to get on the bus. That's all I got to say. How about we find ways to have conversations that cause a pause to see life differently in all areas where we can see each other and not hurt each other? This will cause us to quit blaming someone else for our problems and see where we might have missed it. Yeah, we were lied to. But what was the lie that you was holding on to? And now that you know, you still holding on to it. What is that? What are you truly missed? Because see, once you tell people the truth, they will hold on to the lie because that's all they know. And you know, it's okay. Do that. Everyone is doing that. Do that. But there's coming a time when God gonna show you something, and when he's seeing you, be like, dang. We can only meet people where we have met ourselves. Remember that the next time you say you want a real relationship, what if you met yourself? Or you still clinging because you don't know who you are? I ain't judging you because I was there myself. I had to work on me. We have an opportunity. We have many adults who were never taught how to feel safe. It's in the music. It's in everything. It's in the music. Don't believe me? Listen to me. Some of this music we've been listening to, and we wonder why there's such a high level of infidelity in marriages. Go listen to some of this music. If I call out the groups, you gonna know exactly who I'm saying. When I went and listened to their music, I said, I don't know if I can listen to y'all no more, because everything you say is about taking somebody man. Every song. They seek safety and validation on the outside of themselves because of a plethora of challenges that occurred in childhood processes. And I'm like, dang, I really love y'all. Y'all was a whole part of my childhood. Explains a lot. I'm being commissioned to aid in the process of sharing how I overcame everything meant to keep me from becoming my true identity. I had to believe in myself and God. God is on the inside of me, but I had to find me first. What I like, why don't I like it? Why is this happening? Why does this keep happening? Why does this cycle keep going? And be honest with myself. Why these people keep doing this? I don't want these people around me. What choices am I not making that I get an opportunity to make? Honey, we're taught that God is on the outside of us and that by and by, just hold on. But God is on the inside of us, waiting to be tagged into our battles. Like, let's go. Ephesians 6 says we're fighting principalities, rulers of darkness, spiritual wickedness in high places. Remember, we are a spirit being first. We have a body and we live in a body and we have a soul. So remember, we're dealing with spiritual beings because we're really a spiritual. Okay. So you want to play me today? It ain't nothing to it. So this is why negative thinking has gone on for so long that it's the norm in society. in in the Bible it says multitude. This is what every ascended master fought against. The mindsets of us who complain but don't want to do the work or don't know how to, and it causes a dip in the morale. We get the we and most can't get out. Why? Because it's ancestral or generational, and the system loves it. Because as long as you keep going in the cycle, they keep winning. So to get out, it requires you to get uncomfortable and to get past the plateau of complacency. And this is what I've always known. It's time to get up out of there and say, I get in there. Yeah, I get in there. That is Vic. Okay. Big girl. Back it up. Okay, the wobble. There are some freebies and a link to my podcast with the women's leveling up recently, a few months ago in May. And then you also see 3 links of magazines I was carried in September, October, and December. Look in the description to find the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Remember, I placed a link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate the essence of God. If you want to feel the presence of God, read In the Garden with the Father, Understanding True Intimacy. No matter what your background is, you hear me? Because God don't care nothing about your background. God already know who you are, whether you got hair on your head or not. Okay. Don't look at what you see or what you're going through. The growing pains. Relax, trust, and rest in me. That's on page 46. And then I also have 2 other books, Befriending the Shadow, Unshakable Peace, Unstoppable Change. Both of those are shadow activity books. And why do I call them that? Because you get to have so much fun. You get a word of knowledge. You get an exercise. You get a shadow question, not so fun because it's out. Then you get a color page. Okay. And then that is based on between 5 and 10 because that's when most childhood wounding happens. Okay. And then you have 4 pages. It's 22 pages per book. You have 4 pages of sketching, drawing, doodling, whatever you want to do, because it's your book. No matter what your background, because God don't care. God don't need a background check. Remember that. God already know who you are. He said, I see that peach fuzz. Peach fuzz. I forget who sang that song. Influence and Impact. These are my books already on New York Times bestseller list. Influence and Impact with Chris Voss. Mindset Matters with Jack Canfield. Okay, all of those are on Amazon. You can get your copies. Only my special journals are on my special site. Okay. Notebooks and journals for all. Coloring books for all that help in meditating and recalibrating the mind. I'm excited about it. This venture. Why? Because I'm in charge of my own intellectual property. Even though I got a lot of stuff on Amazon, go check it out. But my special stuff is on my special page. Don't forget to look at the link to 105 spiritual laws that govern the earth. Even though we're no longer underneath the law, we're underneath love and grace, new paradigm. We're back underneath that. We changed everything. We're back where we needed to be. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter for the juicy updates and the upcoming events. Don't forget about the adjective and the 400 Vays PDF to go ahead and change your whole character to this janky promoter game. Okay, I did. Don't forget to look at my link for the school app. I was just getting things started over there. I was inducted into the new class of Who's Who for 2025 and Influential Women for 2025. And look what I received in 2017. I was doing so much work with my nonprofit. Honey, I was helping young women. I was helping women and and I was helping teenage girls come out of sex trafficking. Then I was helping young girls that came out and said they were LGBTQAI, or young girls that came out and said they was pregnant to their family kicked them out. I took them and put them in a home, but I made sure they had what they needed before they went in there. And then I helped domestic violence, and I didn't take pictures of these people because that's a no-go for me. There are some things that are just sacred, and to me that was sacred. Plus, it would put me in danger because I don't know who was looking for them. And they say they ready to go right now from the hospital. And so when they say they was